Alright, this is a Monster Hunter Outpost.com tutorial video for the Barroth. Go check out the website.
Leading the charge.
It's your 2-star urgent online.
No, the 1-star urgent.
1-star,
2-star,
yeah.
It is got two different forms, almost. I mean, it stays the same shape, but it's either covered in mud or not.
Yeah, basically. And when it's covered in mud, it's weak against water, and when the mud is hit off it, it's weak against fire.
So that'll keep something to you can break off the mud by doing attacks on it directly, but then it'll roll around back in the water and get back on eventually. So if
you can break the mud off the hands, the legs, the tail, and the head.
You can only break the tail off after you've gotten the mud off. So that's something.
And then you can cut the tail off, and you can cut his weird little head crest off.
Yeah,
you don't break it. You carve off it.
Yeah, I flipped as soon as I broke his face off.
Like you take a chunk off his face. It's pretty brutal.
Yeah, it was freaking awesome. Stun locked him with another paralytic key.
This is pretty much the first quasi difficult thing you're gonna fight.
Kinda.
I'm using a sword and shield because I figure most people use sword and shield, and I like sword and shield. So
yeah,
these are pretty good. You can pretty much fight these with anything. They're high pressure, so they're constantly moving and attacking someone. And they really only have like 4 moves. They have a charge, a shake, a little head smash,
tail whip,
and a tail whip. And that's it.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
Got to get pots.
You always dodge to your right, his left, because when he charges at you, his tail does a little swing.
And don't underestimate how much he can curve. If he's charging after you, he can turn I don't know, maybe a couple 30 degrees. So don't think if he's charging after you and you step a couple steps to the side, he's not going to still hit you. Because yeah, that has to be a couple times.
Keep running.
Before, yeah, always keep running. To
There he is, in the mud. It's a good time if you have a paintball to get him out, because he
sonic bombs works too.
He has an attack, so I'm going to try to draw him out now.
Don't go towards its back, that area, because he'll hit you with that.
Okay, there's the Barroth.
I'll paintball again.
You can block the roars. Don't forget about blocking the roars. Okay, you have 2 options on this attack. See, look, I got hit. Now look what happens.
Yeah, I got hit too.
You have 2 options with that attack.
Just dodge out of the way, or just take.
Have a friend kick you also.
You can go for the.
After you get
when he's doing that, he's basically saying, "Hey, get a couple full combos on me," but I might hit you. So you kind of gauge. That's like however you want to play. If you want to play careful or not. If you can jump in and get the attacks, or you could just kind of dodge out of the way and avoid it entirely. When you break the mud off...
broke the mud off in my way. That's the... See, then you block the roar.
Top tier.
Top tier right there.
When you break the mud off, you get fertile mud as reward, and that's really good for your farm. Pretty much nothing else though. Oh, stunned it.
Oh, really? This isn't even fair.
Go for the face.
I was trying to break the tail.
No, not you.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
Fire users. People who are using basically, when you get a party, you want some of your party to use fire, some of them to use water. That way.
Let's see. What we have going on here is we have 2 paralyzed users. You're using Kongoth is using a fire sword, and I'm using a shock attack.
I'm using a paralytic key to add to the shock so we can stun him more.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's the fight there.
So there's that tail whip. I blocked it, but it doesn't do that much damage, but it will whittle your health away.
Oh, no. That would break his face.
I hit him. I think I got the mud off his face.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
I think it actually looks pretty cool.
Sometimes they get in a loop where they'll tail whip over and over again. It's really annoying.
It's like anything. I think that happened with Rathians a lot.
Yeah, when they're stunned and flash bomb.
Yeah, I hate that.
Flash bombs are cheating.
Yeah, asshole. That's why there's been 5 Monster Hunter games and they've kept flash bombs in every time. Because they're cheating.
See, he's stuck in that little loop. Really, if you're below half health on these, you're gonna want to heal because when they're raging, that does a lot of damage. Particularly when you don't have really good armor. See what you did there. I would recommend if you have to sharpen, just leave the area because they move around and attack so much. Stun him again. Nice.
Double stun. Should we go for the tail?
It's too high.
I'm just saying, should in general not right now.
Go for the head.
Really, the only time you can attack for tail is when he's rolling in the mud or when you knock him down.
Or if you've got a lance, you can aim upward. But it's recommended to hit.
So when you're a lance,
Always.
you basically can take any spot that no one else is getting.
Yeah. They go fast when they're raging with that.
What's the circumstances where they start going a lot slower than normal?
Just when
Good
they're
amount
done
of range.
raging. They rage a lot. Barroth version of that. And they can roll in the mud to put the mud back on themselves. That's why you need fire and water users. If you're doing this solo, I'd recommend water. Solely because by the time you wipe it all off him,
It's gonna put it
he'll roll back in. And then your fire will be rarely useful. It's one of the few wyverns with dual weaknesses.
Yeah. It's such a weird type of weakness because it's dependent on whether or not he gets mud. Sharks. I can't pierce his face.
There's that head smash.
See, we already knocked the mud off his head, so it didn't shoot mud out, but usually that shoots mud.
It's basically a chance to get full attacks on the legs while he doesn't.
shock.
So look, now he's rolling the mud. Now is a great time to do your jumping attack and get the tail a couple times. If you make it. See, now he's covered in mud again.
That also adds to his defenses. He'll bounce more often if you're using a less sharp weapon.
If you're using a top tier weapon, one with a block. Block, 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 block. It's like,
What do you do?
block. Don't forget to block. You can't forget. See, when he does that, it's basically here attacking me in the back.
Third time.
Can actually reach the tail. Broke the stuff off the tail. See, unlike the Kurapeka, these actually have some health.
Yeah.
That took a lot longer compared to the other ones, so thanks
Monster Hunter Outpost.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
for watching. Check out the rest of them.